then blame anyone and
is love with me on phone number.
So he set up Queso? He set up Queso because Queso ain't know he was sharing his low with him. That's fucking insane.
Nice model, yeah. Call her, cook her, drink. Call her, cook her, drink. Yeah. Call her, cook her, drink. Call her, cook her, drink. Yeah.
What's good, YouTube? I'm back with a YouTube video, bruh. And today we got the insane beat behind Fully Chopped and Lil Speedy, bruh. Wait, Lil Speedy 79 already. Speedy got arrested? Ah, boy, oh boy. Say Bloodhound, Lil Speedy. Say, Lil, bruh, you know how, hey, you want to in the pen, Lil, bruh. A whole day being your ass in that pen, bruh. Cause you know you know what I'm saying? You do talk a lot of shit on the internet. I'm not praying, I'm hoping. I don't pray for the nigga that killed. But I'm hoping, you ain't getting your ass. But yeah, y'all. Today we got these two YNs, the most known YNs in the rap. The YNs, everybody wanna be like Fully Chopped a Lil Speedy, you know what I'm saying? Alright, you know, these niggas still going back and forth, this and that, and this. So look, if you're new here, bro, y'all know what to do, bro. Leave a like, comment, subscribe down below. Let's aim for like 5 likes in this video, bro. Yeah, let's get into this video.
this new generation of rappers in Chicago will literally self-snitch like the Renners do.
Cause Lil Queso, he was sharing his low with me, folks. He didn't know he was sharing his low with me on phone number.
Then blame anyone and
his low with me on phone number.
So he set up Queso? He set up Queso because Queso ain't know he was sharing his low with him. That's fucking insane.
then blame anyone and everyone else when the law catches up to them.
Police are investigating the shooting death today of a 15-year-old boy.
The current situation with Fully Chopped, Bloodhound Lil Speedy, and Lil Queso is like a damn self-snitching marathon. Semi-rising rapper Lil Queso unfortunately met his demise last December, but since then, his ops / former best friends have done everything in their power to show the world they might have had something to do with it in 4K. From Fully Chopped posting footage of his ops to do with it in
Queso killer back. Oh, he liked that shit?
4K.
Oh,
From Fully Chopped posting footage of pointing guns at his house to even bragging about having his location the day he got murked in a recent No Jumper interview, to both him and Lil Speedy pretty much anointing themselves as the slimy backdoor kings. They've really given us a play-by-play on everything not to do when going on a drill. Let me guess though, when push comes to shove,
every Chicago nigga or rapper be like, they always have a post
play
like
on
this.
everything.
Like, I have no friends, just watch me work. Then very next music video, they be posted up with all their partners in the music video and shit. That shit, like, shut your bitch ass up, bro. Shut the hell up, my nigga. Cause you look dumb as hell, you sound dumb as hell. Like, shut up, bro. I hate niggas like that.
Not to do when going on a drill. Let me guess though, when push comes to shove and they're being investigated, them and their fans will literally blame everyone but the people allegedly involved with the snitching. Right. Unfortunately for both of them, it has been reported by several Chicago media pages that Fully Chopped and Lil Speedy have apparently been arrested on unknown charges, literally 48 hours after the interview with Fully Chopped dropped. While few details on the charges have come out, people who are apparently in jail at the same time claim that, at least for Speedy, he was getting charged for guns and an apparent unknown murder charge that many pointed to as the murder of Lil Queso. So today, we gotta get into the crazy beat that apparently took out Lil Queso and took two of Chicago's most promising artists off the street right now. But before we do, gang, I'm gonna need you to do something for me, man. Like, comment, subscribe. We're gonna run up this vid. Check it out. We just below 27,000 subs. So if everyone who watches this vid and fucks with this subscribes, I'ma definitely hit 30K by the end of this week, man. That's the new subscriber goal. So make sure you tap in. Check out that merch link in the description at StaySafeWorld.com. And hit that notification bell so whenever I post, y'all tune in right away, man. So let's get into this with chapter 1, Gang Ties. In the last year, the Chicago murder rate has been going down by over 30%, which is great news. However,
maybe my videos are doing something.
despite that, there still are crazy situations that could only happen in the gang capital of America. While stats show that youth are more and more turning away from gangs, more work obviously needs to be done because there's a new generation of YNs who aren't being helped by these non-violence initiatives. This new generation would rather be reciting Bloodhound Lil Jeff lyrics like their Bible scriptures than be a part of any of that non-violence shit. The constant web of gang ties and internet validation has a lot of these artists ready to crash out at a moment's notice. And many believe that it could have been very well this type of activity that resulted in many up and coming rappers like Bloodhound Lil Jeff, Lil Scoom, Q50 with Lil 50, and rising Southside rapper who we'll get into today, Kenwan Van Pelt, aka Lil Queso. The circumstances behind the death of Queso is very confusing, since all the people supposedly involved were sometimes friends and sometimes sworn enemies. Various gang ties in the area play a crazy role in not only bringing these crash outs together and encouraging casual backdoors amongst one's friends like rappers Lil Speedy and Fully Chopped, but in order to even understand how things could get to that point, you gotta understand the gang underworld that is involved and the mindset that comes with it, which we'll get into right now. Lil Speedy is probably one of the most known and most talked about rappers in the city for pretty much all the wrong reasons. Originally from an area of the Southeast Chicago in the 79th and Maryland area, known for being the home of Drill City, or as many know them as Bloodhound 079. They are the most recognizable hood right now, or as many.
Bro, niggas like, y'all see the nigga with the red hat on, bro? Niggas who smile with all gums, money, them niggas scare me, bro. I ain't gonna lie, them niggas scared me, bro. Like, niggas who smile with all gums, that shit scared me, bro.
Many know them as Bloodhound 079. They are the most recognizable hood right now, coming off the wave of Bloodhound Lil Jeff before he died, and the emergence of rappers like Vert and Bloodhound Q50. Lil Speedy comes from the younger generation, which is known for being just as active as Bloodhound Lil Jeff. Being from this area, violence is an everyday occurrence, and many times that cycle can lead to broken homes, which just keeps the cycle going. When he was just 7 or 8 years old, he witnessed that firsthand when his father, Speedy Hollywood, was gunned down at 5 a.m. at a gas station in the Chicago area of Pockettown. From that point on, he would jump off the porch and become a full-fledged baby Bloodhound member. It's needless to say, with your father figure getting smoked and your biggest influence being other killers, there's not much options for someone whose frontal lobe is still developing, but following what they see as normal. At the same time, they have Fully Chopped, another rapper who's gotten a pretty big fan base over the last couple years or so. He's allegedly associated with a gang called PGF, a notorious set of black pea stones from the West Englewood area off 59th and Paulina. They gained a lot of recognition around the country from their biggest rapper, PGF Nook, who was making waves in the city just a couple years back, and even had a song with Polo G. But unfortunately, he never got a haircut and somehow got multiple carjacking charges, so bro has been locked for a minute and pretty much fell off. They're known for sliding and being vehicle relocation specialists, as they say. Fully Chopped has an on-again, off-again relationship with Lil Speedy for a minute now, due to the fact that Lil Speedy is the cousin of Fully Chopped's deceased best friend, Q50 with Lil 50. They seem to have fallen out due to Lil Speedy seemingly trolling his cousin's death, leading Q50's sister to put 20K on his head.
20K on somebody's head. I give y'all last 24 hours. I bet y'all whoever did whatever be killed. I'm done talking now.
But apparently, many people believe they got cool again over the backdoor beef that they had with Lil Queso. Lil Queso was a rapper too, but was known to be tied in with multiple different groups that many felt could have been a reason for his death. He was known to be tied in with a clique of multiple different groups that many
Mary jeans on with the fours, with the whatever this is. But look at this nigga house. This nigga like look. Listen, hear me out, right? This nigga has on a Mary jeans. I'm not no Jordan nigga, so I don't know what fours. I just know these fours. I seen them before, obviously, but I don't know their name. I ain't gonna lie. I know I may be a dumbass. I think it's like a Nike shirt. But my nigga, look at this nigga fucking house, bro. Like, that shit nasty as hell. Like, clean the baseboards or something, my nigga. Like, you know, like, I would, like, imagine what that bathroom look like. I know that shit look like some shit.
Felt could have been a reason for his death. He was known to be tied in with a clique called 18 Kappas, an alliance with a set called JDG in the 56th to 66th and Normal area. They historically have had beef with PGF, but for some reason, Lil Queso would end up being cool with both Fully Chopped and Q50 with Lil 50 and Speedy on some playing both sides shit that many say resulted in his demise. And it all apparently took a turn for the worse when Q50 with Lil 50 would die and a split between Fully Chopped and Lil Speedy would go on, which we'll get into in chapter 2. The death of Q50 with Lil 50. Like I said before, all three of these groups will be cool at one time. But the unfortunate death of another rising rapper from PGF named Q50 with Lil 50 was split Fully Chopped and Lil Speedy. Back midway last year, Lil 50 and Fully Chopped would first start getting mainstream recognition. They would have several videos blow up and be featured on infamous podcaster DJU's platform, blowing them up even more. However, 48 hours after the podcaster drop, Lil 50 would get gunned down.
48 hours later, it's fucking.
Boy was shot and killed overnight in West Woodlawn.
Courtney is live at Comer Children's Hospital with what we've learned. Courtney?
Yeah, good morning to you both. That boy was rushed here last night to the hospital after he was wounded in that shooting, but he did not survive.
Over here now.
You can hear police dispatch audio right there revealing officers were met with a large crowd when they arrived on scene last night. According to police, the shooting happened just before 8:30.
Apparently sometime after the interview, he would get into a verbal altercation with his cousin Lil Speedy. At the time, many believed that he dropped his pen to confront his cousin, but somehow, some way, the ops found his location and shots rang out. At around 8:24 p.m. on October 22nd, 2024, shots would ring out in a dark alley in the 6600 block of South Chaplin Avenue in West Woodlawn neighborhood. Lil 50 would be discovered by witnesses laying in the alley after the shot. They called the police. Shortly after this, he succumbed to his injuries of multiple gunshot wounds. Lil Speedy would pretty much troll like crazy on his story in the days after, which shows the level of desensitization that these kids have, literally trolling their own cousin's death. Many believe that it could have been around this time that Fully Chopped would start not fucking with Queso because he was seen as playing both sides all around, because he was still associated with Lil Speedy and his original ties. Things would get even worse with several videos that Fully Chopped would post in 4K that are some of the most incriminating things that I've seen before, literally right before he died, which we'll get into in chapter 3, the self-snitching marathon. In the months following the death of Lil Queso, Fully Chopped was straight bullied dude to the point of no return. He would post a video at a video shoot, supposedly stealing Queso's gun. And showing him wilding out, pretty much embarrassing him online. Queso would respond in his own video, saying that nobody took anything from him, and if they did, they would have to die about it. And he would say literally in the video that Fully Chopped posted that he was gonna kill them. Shortly after this video is where things went completely left, because 2 days before Queso's death, Fully Chopped would post a video posted up with a gun, shining a light on what many believed to be Queso's house. Many believe that it was due to this fact that Queso forgot to turn off his location to his former friend Fully Chopped. While there isn't really video of what happened next, many believe the shootout would ensue after that moment, that night, which would be the reason for the shell casings later found at the scene, at what would be the murder 2 days later, which we'll get into in chapter 4.
Around Chicago. First, a 15-year-old shot inside a home in Inglewood.
It happened just a few hours ago on Parnell Avenue near Marquette Road. Our Sharday Gray joins us live with details. Sharday?
Yeah, Jim and Marie, we briefly spoke to family members with tears in his eyes. The family member could only say this: "That was my stepson." Take a listen. Scanner Traffic explains who discovered the boy.
Caller stated she came home, believes her 15-year-old son passed away with a lot of blood inside the unit.
A heartbreaking discovery no parent ever wants to find. We noticed nearly a dozen shell casings scattered in the parking lot of this apartment building in Inglewood. Police say around 11:30 this morning near 67th and Parnell, a 15-year-old boy was found unresponsive inside a building with a gunshot wound to the head. The victim was pronounced dead on scene. Police say this is a homicide investigation. 6th Ward Alderman William Hall says he lives nearby and says in a statement, "Today our hearts are shattered. The senselessness killing of a 15-year-old child in Inglewood is a pain that words cannot fully capture. This was someone's son, someone's brother, someone's whole world, and now their family is left to endure an unimaginable loss. This is the second teen found shot and killed inside of a home in the Chicago area in a roughly 12-hour span. The victim has not been identified yet. Reporting live at the 7th Police District, Sade Gray, CBS News, Chicago.
A 15-year-old boy was found shot and killed inside of a home in Inglewood on December 4th, 2024. Just after 11:30 a.m., the teen was found with a gunshot wound to the head at a home in the 6700 block of South Parnell Avenue. Police said the victim was pronounced dead at the scene. The boy's mother found him dead inside the house. The caller stated she came home and believed her 15-year-old son had passed away. There was a lot of blood inside of the unit, a dispatcher said. The victim was identified as Kinwan Van Pelt, aka Lil Queso. While police have not officially said if the shot that killed the boy was fired from inside or outside the apartment, there was nearly a dozen shell casings visible in the parking lot outside the building after the boy was found dead. Apparently at the scene, police found a cell phone and multiple bullet casings. The theory among many online had been that this phone could have belonged to either Speedy or Fully Chopped or someone involved. The trail went cold up until now, but interest was definitely peaking after the No Jumper interview, where Fully Chopped would basically admit to having Queso's location the night that he died and pretty much talk way too much. On top of that, there's been an ongoing theory that basically that since the death of Q50 with Lil 50, Lil Speedy was in bad terms with Fully Chopped and all of them from PGF, but was looking to be tied in with them and cooler with them again, and many believe that he could have dropped the location. There was also like something posted on Facebook or Reddit that basically said that it was his mom sort of walking through the incident that kind of was identical to that. All we really know is that somehow these people are involved. In my head though, I don't really think that Lil Speedy definitely, I don't even understand how he actually comes into it unless people believe that he could have given the actual location. But many believe that because they were all friends, Queso had his location on regardless. So many think that someone came back and apparently executed him the day after and knew exactly where he was and went to go shoot him. At the same time though, there's another sort of rumor going around that he could have just gotten killed in friendly fire and they were all actually cool, and it could have been some type of situation where a gun just accidentally went off and he got killed in that type of situation, which personally I think is more likely that either the gun went off by himself and he accidentally killed himself, or it could have been an accident altogether and other people were there. But it just kind of doesn't make sense because they were all sort of cool. Even though they were like beefing like that, is it really something to kill someone over? It could have been something completely different. I'm not saying that these dudes necessarily did it for sure. It's just such that they literally got arrested after the interview. They got literal footage of them pulling up to his house, pulling guns. But you would think that they probably wouldn't actually, you know, pull guns and shoot someone later after posting a video, right? But at the end of the day, we don't really know because people are super fried, and you know, the Bloodhound Lil Jeff type activity that people be doing where he literally pretty much broadcasted his crimes. He was a little short of like posting it on live, but police would not tap in with it. But if you get big enough and they be following you like they be following Fully Chopped, as you see, ever since that incident, they've been stopping him, pulling him over, arresting him over and over and over again. It seems like they were trying to build a case, and this could be for building a case, or it could be just for a gun charge and they don't have any other evidence on it. But I'm sure the police are wondering, man. But hey, let me know in the comments what y'all think. Real say shit. You already know what's going on. Like, comment, subscribe, man. Peace.
Hold on. Bro, I remember back when, hold on. My bad, y'all. I remember back when we used to slap box. Now niggas having guns. Now I ain't gonna lie, beefing as a young nigga has came a very, very, very long way, my nigga. I ain't gonna lie. That shit came a long way, my nigga. Now we got niggas back then when I was their age, now they got switches and shit, my nigga. Like, that shit crazy. Switches, big ass guns, ARs, like these niggas in the Fortnite lobby or COD lobby, my nigga. All different types of loadouts, all type of shit, bro. But yeah, bro, if y'all new here, bro, leave a like, comment, subscribe down below, bro. Follow me on all my socials on the screen next to me, bro. And y'all catch y'all boys in the next one. Peace.
Model, yeah, color, cook, drink. Color, cook, drink. Yeah, color, cook, drink. Color, cook, drink.